Sean Diddy Combs' son has had enough of people coming for him and his daddy. So Sean Diddy Combs' son, King Combs, as he's known as an artist, he made a song dissing rapper 50 Cent. Now, the song is it's about as good as a Nepo Baby rap song is going to be, right? I mean, I think that the kid has talent. I think he has stage performance, presence, and performance skill. Just not a great rapper. And he decided anyway to make a rap song. You know, it's clapping back at the people coming for his daddy. He said, "Don't say no Diddy. If anybody says no Diddy, they're getting slapped." Right? That's what he talking about. But he saved the specific and most intense vitriol for 50 Cent. In the song, he said he had this verse or his bar too, where he said, when all they had was 50 Cent, who put the city on the map? Stop lying. Pop's been hated on by many men, and that's fine. They're gonna try to stop these M&Ms, and they're gonna die trying. So of course you hear the word 50 Cent, you hear Many Men, which is one of 50 songs, you hear Eminem, and you hear Die Trying. And you realize, okay, this is a very clear attempt to come at 50 Cent, who has been trolling and mocking and clowning Diddy for years, but especially since his trial started, or since it's not his trial, since his public trial in the court of public opinion began, since all the gossip and rumors and lawsuits and innuendos have spilled out. You know, people have been coming for Puff. People have been coming for Sean Combs. Again, no Diddy is now a shorthand for like, you know, pause or no homo or all these other homophobic, deeply homophobic expressions and slang expressions that people use in hip hop. Well, they've replaced them all with no Diddy. So King Combs had enough. He mad at y'all. So he comes for 50 in particular, who's been clowning and telling people business, which I think is hilarious in general, to watch 50 Cent troll people. But it's a little different with the Diddy stuff. It's complicated, it's delicate, and I don't like it in the same way. But 50 went to Instagram to respond to King Combs. He said, "I feel so threatened by the things Christian is saying on his record." Christian, of course, is King Combs' real name. "I'm afraid for my life. Please don't hurt me, guys. I never mentioned or posted anything about Puffy's kids because KVD said he killed Tupac." LOL. So he's clowning Puff, clowning Christian, basically mocking him. It's like, "You're not a tough guy. You're a Nepo baby. You're a rich kid. I'm not afraid if you're talking trash. I think I'll be fine." And 50 Cent certainly can defend himself and doesn't seem to scare easy. But King Combs said something else in the song. He said that the FBI raided the home, but that they didn't realize they had bought another home and that they hadn't raided that one. I'm like, y'all realize this, the feds got Spotify. The feds access the blogs and the radio stations just like y'all do. You bragging to the feds that they got the wrong house and you telling them where the house is? Who does that but a Nepo baby? Come on, bro. Be quiet. Because King Combs or Christian Combs, whatever, also has some allegations against him. And so you don't want to appear cavalier. You don't want to appear like you. Anyway, not my business. But let's just keep going. People came to King Combs' defense, just like they came to Diddy's defense. One of those people was Meek Mill, who jumped on X, formerly known as Twitter, and said, in part, "Because you're federal, the street niggas in Queens know that. Why are you trying to pick on a little boy? Your son, your son hates your guts, LOL." So Meek and 50 been going back and forth for years, and Meek is now saying, "Look, man, like, what do you want, man?" He said, "Leave the kid alone. He's Diddy's son. He's a little boy, man. You're a grown man. Like, leave it alone." And he points out that that 50 Cent has a fraught relationship with his son Marquise, and therefore, like, who should listen to 50? That's Meek Mill's argument, not mine. And 50 was like, "Okay, I'm here for the jokes. We talking? We going back and forth? All right." He said to Meek Mill, "You sold 6,000 copies your last project. You should not be on vacation, still chasing the dream or embracing the nightmare. Standing by your man, what I respect." So again, homophobic implications, you know, clowning people's wealth, income, all this stuff, right? This, to me, this stuff is interesting, but like I could live without any of it. But what I'm finding fascinating is, again, the way that we talk about this stuff. Again, all the attention now is on the beef, is on the rap beef, it's on the battles and all that stuff. And by the way, I think these newly sparked rap beefs are corny. It's like we just saw an extraordinary battle between Kendrick and Drake. Let's let that be it. I don't need Game, who I love as a rapper. I don't need Game to make a battle rap against Rick Ross. I don't need Shaq making raps against anybody right now. Like leave all that stuff alone and let's focus on the case. Let's focus on the elements of truth. Let's ask the question: who is harmed and how do we make them whole? And that's a question that we never ask in this whole discourse. We're not asking who is harmed and how do we make them whole, because we're focused on the horse race of it all. Who's winning the beef? Who's winning the battle? Who got the most songs? Blah, 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 blah. I find it all disturbing and disgusting, but we got to pay attention to this King Combs thing, because I worry that Christian or King Combs or whatever is going to implode if he doesn't have the right support around him. Same thing with Puff. I saw Puff posing with the family for Mother's Day. I think that's gorgeous and beautiful, an idea as a picture. But now let's make this thing translate on the ground. It's interesting though, because that's not what we're talking about, right? We're not talking about how is Puff navigating the world. We're not asking, is he harming people? We're not talking about, are the people in his life safe? We're not talking about, are the allegations against King Combs true? We're not talking about any of that stuff, right? We're just monitoring people's IG for beef and for jokes. We're just talking about Diddy in terms of sexual innuendo, hence the whole no Diddy thing. We're focused on all the wrong parts of this beef. It's nothing. It's a homophobic witch hunt. It's an innuendo and gossip chasing a rumor machine. It's all the things except what it could be. And so when King Combs comes out with a diss record, I'm like, you just adding fuel to the fire. But also, it's just really bad music. Let's be honest.